everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of In the Kitchen with Pampered by John. Today we are going to use our Deluxe cooking blender to make some strawberry jam. It's one of my family's favorites. So later this week you will also see a post on how to can your jam if you want to preserve it for up to 18 months after you cook it. So we are going to start by measuring out 1 pound of strawberries. I am using the base of my manual food processor because it holds exactly 1 pound, but I still use a standard kitchen scale to make sure. Then we take these and drop them into our cooking blender. Now the recipe for creating jams is included in your cookbook that comes with your cooking blender. As you can see, I have mine in my nice little binder here and with pages protected so that if anything splashes, my pages stay protected. You're going to follow your jam recipe from the left to the right just like you would if you were reading. So we will add our strawberries and then we're going to add our pectin, and the pectin is what gives your jam that thicker quality where you can spread it on your toast. So we are going to add 2.5 tablespoons of pectin to our strawberries. And we are using our lovely Pampered Chef measuring spoons for this. I love them because you see how it's kind of bowed up there in the middle. If I shake it, it automatically goes evenly flat. Now for our strawberry jam, because strawberries have a lot of water in them where other fruits do not, we will not be adding any liquid to this. But when you're creating other fruits jams, you're going to make sure that you add the appropriate amount of liquid to your blender. So we are ready to start our blender. We are going to put on our lid, turn it on, switch it over here to our jam setting, and we will press start. And our blender does all the hard work for us. I don't know if you've ever made jam before. I have not, but I watched my grandfather make it, and it is a very tedious process on the stovetop. But this makes it nice and easy. As you can see here, I've already made up some raspberry jam, and it is currently cooling. So we will be back in a little bit for you to see what the jam looks like. All right, halfway through the jam making process, the blender stops, it beeps, and it tells me that it's time to add. At this point, I am going to add my sugar. And I promise, it looks like a lot, but you need it. First time I made it, I was kind of scared that I was putting so much sugar, but you really do need it. The sugar interacts with the pectin to create that consistency that you need. Again, more chemistry that I do not understand. We are going to add 3 cups of sugar to our strawberries. I am using the Pampered Chef cups, measuring cups, and they come with this nice little leveler here, so I can make sure that I am putting exactly 3 cups of sugar into my jam and not getting any extra that I can't see. Alright everybody, so we are back. Our jam, sorry, is all done. So we remove our blender from the bottom. And there is our beautiful jam. Now this next steps you're going to want to do pretty quickly because this jam starts to cool, it thickens up, and you will end up with jam stuck in your blender. So I picked up a jamming kit just at Walmart. So I have the funnel that allows the jam to go into my jars. Plus it lets me know when to stop pouring the jam because I want it just at the bottom of the funnel so that I don't overfill it. You need to have a little air space for it to seal properly when you are canning it. If you're not canning it, if you're just filling these up and gonna pop them in the refrigerator, then you don't have to worry about the air space. So one batch gives us 3 12-ounce jars of jam with a little bit extra. The only thing I'm going to do for this video, because this is about the jamming, is just set these lids right on top here. If you're making multiple batches of jam in your blender, make sure that you at least rinse it out in between. If you're doing like several batches of strawberry jam, you don't have to put it for a wash cycle in between each batch, but you do want to rinse it out because this blender does have a heating element in it, and you don't want to scorch the jam that from the previous batch to the bottom of your blender for your next batch. And that is making strawberry jam in our Deluxe cooking blender. It's that easy. Thank you for joining us. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe below. In the details, there will be a list of the products that we used, and look for that canning video, which will also be released later this week. Thank you and have a great day.